Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode. In this episode, Em and I explore the beautiful 1770. I hope you enjoy it, sit back, relax, and catch up with you guys at the end of this episode. We made it. Here we are set up in 1770. Em's cooking lunch. We've got a nice little bush camp here. It's an unpowered site here at Captain Cook Village in 1770. Got our mates of ours that we met in Byron. Another young couple doing the lap, or part of the lap anyway, which is awesome. And yeah, this is kind of our setting. We've got, bush setting around us. There is a track just over there. It's about a K long that gets down to a beach. And yeah, we're surrounded by a few cabins and stuff down here. But we're right at the very back of the park, which is cool. And yeah, really looking forward to it. We're hopefully going to go for a bit of a fish at some point. I heard the fishing here is unreal, so we're definitely going to go for a fish. And other than that, just soak it up, enjoy the place. It's an absolutely cool vibe. I'm loving it already. So, all right, we'll catch in with you guys.
Okay, we are here, so let's go check it out.
Cool, let's check it out. They've got there in the Paperbark Forest National Park, is it? Or was it?
Yeah.
The Paperbark Forest anyway, where they've got the stepping stones, and yeah, it was pretty awesome. And now we're going to head for forward drive through. It's called Deepwater National Park. They've got a bit of a sand track and that through the national park there, a couple of places. So it looks like it's a nice, easy drive in, and loose sand, single lane only. Cool. Let's do it. Alrighty, back in the car now, on the way to our third spot. So we've been to Flat Rock, we've been to Middle Rock, and I think this one's called Red Rock, if I'm right. It's one of the last spots within this track on the national park here, is Deepwater National Park. And tell you what, every spot is just, how good is it? The beach and the water is so clear, like it is so clear. I had the drone up before, you could see like a big sea turtle, we could see some fish swimming around. We're just saying, it's just so cool to see how all the scenery keeps changing. It goes from like real sandy tracks and majority palms to all of a sudden it hits like a little like valley of ferns with big gums and stuff growing out of them, and it's just really cool. On the left you got those things that we seen the other day with all the they're coming out of all those black boys or whatever you want to call them, the grass trees. But yeah, it's just unreal. It's a cool little track. If you guys haven't done it, it's worth checking out. It's nice and easy. It's not it's not like an adventurous drive or anything like that. Doesn't that feel better? Well, we're just leaving it was called Wreck Rock, sorry. I think I said Red Rock in the last place, but it's called Wreck Rock. It was actually a cool campground we just found out. It's got a toilets and showers, things like cold showers and toilet block and that, but if you're looking for a cool campground right on the beach, it's probably national park prices for your, $6.50 or $12 a night, whatever it is, including 2 adults. It's pretty cheap, and such a peaceful place.
And it had toilet and showers there.
Yeah, that's the place for it. Like it's unreal. And like you said, it's such a nice drive in, and we got to go for a swim, which was nice, just to cool off after having to walk around and having a bit of a drive. It was nice to drive in, and now I'm going to head back to our campground in the caravan park and have some lunch. Deepwater National Park, check it out. It's awesome. It's fun, easy driving, and just a cool place to be.
Yeah.
Alright, here you go. Good morning, everyone. It is our last day here in 1770 is where we're at. We ended up staying an extra 2 more nights longer than we were going to, just because we loved it so much, and also the weather wasn't looking too crash hot yesterday, which I'm glad we didn't move yesterday because it pretty much rained all day. It would have been a nightmare trying to pack down in the rain and everything else. But yeah, so we've got it's another nice sunny day today. I'll give you a bit of a whirl. Kind of see the sun's just coming out in the background there through the trees. But yeah, it's looking good. Today's plans, I think we're just going to float around town today, isn't it? Oh, we
Just go and explore.
We're just going to go and explore again. So yeah, we'll head into town, we're going to do some exploring. This afternoon we're going to do a pack down of all the annex and everything outside, because we just found it's easier to unpack the annex the night before when it's still dry, in case you do get like a morning frost or dew, then you've got to then pack it all down, and it's by the time you end up having to leave in the morning, it's still very damp. And yeah, we just found it's a lot easier to pack it down the night before. One less thing to do in the morning. It's also a bonus because it's nice and dry, and yeah, you kind of just get out on the road faster. We already know our next spot. We're going to a place called Kettle Sands. We can be there at 10 o'clock in the morning, so we can pretty much get up, get on the road, grab some breakfast. It's about a 3-hour drive to get there from where we are here in 1770, and then yeah, we'll take a bit of a drive out to Kettle Sands and hopefully check out. We're at Kettle Sands only for 3 nights, I think, so 4 days, 3 nights. We'll make the most of it there before we continue on to Yeppoon. We're at Yeppoon for a week, which I'm looking forward to, because from Yeppoon there's a lot of other things that we're going to be able to go and do, like day trips into Rockhampton and all the other surrounding towns and neighbourhoods and beaches and that, and we might even take a day trip out to Great Keppel Island, which I'm actually really looking forward to. It's a really nice place. Yeah, if we can get across to Great Keppel, it'd be nice to go and visit the island. There's a resort there, and go and do some snorkeling. But we'll take you with us for the rest of today, and we'll see you out on the road wherever we are.
There's no place I'd rather be than here with you. That's all I need. There's no one I'd rather see close to me. That's all I need.
Alrighty, so we decided we were going to go out for a bit of a drive today and check out what's out and about, and we found this cool little place. It's called the 1770 Getaway, and it's got a cool little cafe that we're going to go check out, and Em's dying to have a cup of tea, so I thought she can go and get a cup of tea and I'll get a good feed and a nice coffee. But yeah, it's amongst all these beautiful gardens. You can kind of see around us. It's all like this tropical setting and stunning, absolutely stunning. But yeah, we'll show you around.
And I will stay here forever. If you're meant to, then let's be the best together.
Full. How are you feeling?
Full.
How good was that?
Delicious.
Absolutely delicious. And yeah, it was just a nice scenic cafe. Just got to sit down by the, what do you call it? Not even a lagoon, it's like a
Little pond.
It was nice. But yeah, it's just nice to sit around nice gardens. And it's just good weather.
Yeah.
I'm loving this weather again.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
look.
it's pouring with rain.
Blue skies,
Today's back to blue skies.
great company with this munchkin. Alright,
Back
well,
to the rig.
back to the
Back
rig.
to the troopy. Not the troopy.
I wish.
We've been talking about. That's why. Is that what we've been talking about?
No, 79
Oh,
series.
that's right. 79.
Land Cruisers, baby.
Back to the highlights.
Saying that though, how cool is this Defender? Would be cool one day to buy like an old school Land Rover and deck it out. But got the Luxy. Alright, gotta drive. We'll see you guys in the next spot. Well, we thought we had a good feed. You know, somehow we got to walk it off. So we found this cool little, this way, we found this bush trail. It's only a small one. It's called the Discovery Trail. Heads out to a lookout that can oversee, obviously, the water and the ocean, which would be nice. So we're about 5 or 10 minutes into it, and we're yeah, again, it's just all nice thick bushland. Got like a nice little trail.
It's going to be like a nice lookout.
But I think it's going to be a pretty gem spot once we get up there. And again, I know I say it all the time, how good is
The
this
weather.
freaking weather? Seriously.
Yesterday, it was not good.
When you have one day of rain, and when I say like rain, it was just literally miserable, wet. Couldn't do anything but either just sit in the camper trailer or head out to
Go
the
to
shops.
servo.
Which we had a plan. We were like, yeah, let's just get out of the servo. I needed to put some fuel in. I needed to do a few little things, get a couple of little things from like, they've got like a grocery section. And then we actually found this cool surf shop, which is called, I think it's Agnes Water's Surf Shop, or I'm not sure exactly the name, but if I do remember it, I'll chuck it in. But it's, yeah, it was a cool surf shop. It's actually probably the coolest surf shop I've been to in a long, long time. They're not only stocked awesome clothes, like good surf brands and skate brands, but they also stock like wetsuits and surfboards and just a whole range. And yeah, so we ended up we spent quite a while in there and spent quite a lot of money in there and bought a few things, but we killed time too, so it was kind of, when I look at it that way, it was a win-win, I guess. I got new stuff, Em got new stuff. We killed time, stopped raining by the time we got out there, like back out. And then yeah, head back to camp. And what did we do last night? We watched some movies on the laptop and cooked up some popcorn, and I'm about to go uphill now. I'm going to start puffing, so I better finish up this vid. But yeah, so that's what we did, and yeah, and then the weather's turned it on again today, so we'll alright, well, let's check in when we get up to the lookout. How's that sound? Alright, we're back. We made it up the hill. It wasn't that bad. I made it seem like it was like a full-on like 50-degree incline. It wasn't that big, but we're up the top, and you're going to want to see this. This is pretty cool. Alrighty.
Wow.
We're up on the walk. Check this out. How good is this look? Stunning. I think we can get down there somehow. There's a Looks like there's some kind of like trails down this way. You just can't see from up here. The camera doesn't give it justice. That water is so clear. Like we can see like all the way out here. You can see all the sand, all the bottom. The other day I sent the drone up in the air and you could see like this massive, oh, it wasn't massive, but you can see a shark swimming along. We saw a massive turtle, actually, a big sea turtle. Just came up, breached, and went back down. But because it was so clear, you could see it for so long. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Well, we've decided to come down to the beach. Em's found a cool little shell stack that she's going through, trying to find, I don't know what she's trying to find. Just all the cool shells, I guess. Like, look, there's like millions of these shells, and they're stunning, look. Tell you what, I'm definitely sweating. It's a gem of a day. Actually, a cool thing, we came down to this beach before, we had no idea, but there's turtles actually nest here. And where'd I put those shells, babe? Obviously, like, I think it was from November till May, they reckon it's turtle season, so we were a bit late, but there's still leftover eggshells from the turtle hatchings, which is good to see. Hopefully they made it out to sea and do what turtles do. I've heard that they don't really know about what happens to little baby turtles, where they go, and they reckon only about 1 in 1,000, 1 in 1,000, I think?
Like reach, like
something ridiculous, like 1 in 1,000 turtle hatchlings actually reach adulthood, which is pretty sad because they're beautiful creatures and you don't see them nearly enough. So to imagine if they did actually last a lot longer than the 1 in 1,000, it would be pretty cool. There'll be turtles everywhere, I reckon. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Like I've never seen turtle nestings and turtle shells, so
it'd be
cool to
see. Be here in season.
Yeah, it would have been unreal just to sit here and just watch them all just like run down the beach, little cute little turtles.
Come at night time.
Alrighty, so we finished at the beach, which was lovely, and now we're going for another walk. And this time we're up at the 1770 side as opposed to Agnes Waters, and we think we've found the point. In fact, according to that monument thing back there, somewhere down here on the edge of the point is where Captain James Cook landed in 1770, which is pretty iconic bit of history for our country. Well, it is probably the most iconic part of our history, is where he first landed, first discovered Australia all those many hundreds of years ago. I think this is it. We're going down a couple of old steps. No good. Alrighty, we're on our way back down. We've just been up to that lookout, which I would have put up a couple of little vids for you to see, but that there is the, what do you call that? The lookout that looks over Busted Bay, and which looks out to the west, and then you've also got the lookout that looks out to the east. So it's a pretty cool spot if you want to come there to see it's not only the sunrise, but also the sunset, which you would have seen earlier on our Instagram. We put up a few posts during the week of the sunset, and it is genuinely breathtaking. It's we even said it's probably the best sunset we've seen this year, and it's probably the best sunset we've seen in a long time. We got a cool time lapse from when it started going down to when it was basically when it was down. I stopped the video a little bit short so I could get some more photos and stuff of the sky, because the sky was just superb. But yeah, cool little spot. Definitely got to check it out. Well guys, that is our touristy day, I'd say, in 1770. It's been, I'm glad the weather's come good today, because we were actually able to get heaps done. We've been in the sun for a bit, we've been on the beach, we've managed to just drive around and see all the different lookouts, and like, yeah, just turn it on. We've really been able to just explore, done a few hikes and trails, and we're now about to head back to our caravan park where our camp is located. We're going to pack up a few things so that way it's easy to get on the road tomorrow morning. So that's all that we have for this episode. We hope you have enjoyed it. We highly recommend stopping in and checking out 1770 and Agnes Waters.
If you want to see more of our travels, follow us on Instagram or subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon on our next adventure.